am able to still hang out with you guys. So how's everybody doing today? We are live. So this is my first time doing the YT on my phone. So we'll have to see how that goes. But one of my friends, oh, I wonder who that is. So I'm just kind of chilling in their kitchen. Not quite the same setup, but I got it all set up. I was vibing. Had all the lights and everything for you guys, but I see you guys are joining back in. Thank you for the patience while I drove to my friend's house. And yep, okay, everything's to be set up. Good to have you guys here. And Woody is here. Let's see. All right, so just trying to get people back. Sorry I had to leave like that, but it was so funny that my topic that I set up for tonight was about being a true friend. What is a true friend anyways? And then I get this message. I ignored the phone call, and then I see her text like, hey, I need to go to the ER. So I have no idea how long I'll be here tonight. I do have to get back within I don't know, 8 hours or something to let my dog out. But just kind of chilling at my friends. Kids are asleep, so it should be nice and easy here. So more likes can attract more viewers. Keep it up. Thank you for all that love. I appreciate that. Tommy is here. So hopefully this floor will be comfortable for the duration. But Big Boy is here. I remember some of you guys from before. Nice to see all that love. What are you guys doing on this Saturday night? I am unexpectedly babysitting. My friend just went to the ER. And I'm glad I still get to kind of chat with you guys. So feel free to open up the comments and let me know how everybody's doing. You just opened up the app. Oh, is it Pilate or Pilot? I absolutely love listening to your YouTube videos and life advice. You're amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Sometimes even just gratitude. Moderator, whole daddy. Sometimes just hearing some appreciation is really nice. How old am I? I'll let you guess, and then I will tell you. Hi, Pookie. Hi, Heavenly. I will let you guess. I love hearing what you guys think, and then I will be honest and tell you. What does this say, Heavenly? Take all my likes. I will. You're 46. Well, how old am I? I want to know what your guesses are. Some of you know, I've told you guys before. I've told you how tall I am. Do you guys remember? Socks of the day. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Yeah, these are not fun socks today. But I got my sparkle shoes. They're all sequined out. And Pilates says my parents named me Pilot. Oh, is it Pilot? Named me Pilot, but they were super into blasphemy, so here we are. And Cesar, hola, ¿cómo estás? Bueno? Isaac is here. What does BMC mean? What does BMC mean? Am I supposed to know? But hola, hola. And oh my goodness, Teddy Belcher. Teddy Belcher is here. And just so you know, I got 2 platforms open. Thank you, Matthew, for the follow. I appreciate that. And I am babysitting right now. Hi. I don't know how to pronounce your name, eh? Do I have a Canadian here? I went to college in Canada for a little bit of time. I don't think I have any, whatchamacallit, I don't have any hashtags. So I'm just going to be getting a lot of random stuff. So Heavenly says, do you know the game Bad Parents? I know the lifestyle. No, I have good parents. Phil is here. Thank you for joining. You suck. I appreciate that. You're Miguel. Alberto Gomez. Hi, Miguel. Yes, thank you. I appreciate the compliments. What's my channel about Linda? Which Linda? What do you mean? So thank you, KJ. I appreciate the subscribers and followers. That helps grow the channel. And about Linda, what do you mean about Linda? Tell me what you mean. So Debbie, how you feeling, poor thing? I know my stomach's a little upset. So I'll tell you how to know if Dill dip is bad. It'll upset your stomach. I was like, is this still good? Great hair. Thank you. I appreciate that. Trying to let it grow super, super long. What gift do I like? Ooh. Gosh, which one do I like? I like a girly one. I'll let you pick a nice girly one. I would love just the prettiest one that you can find. How's that? And yes, you can follow. What is your channel about? Oh, Cesar. My channel is about dealing with mental illness or toxic relationships, how to help a healthy lifestyle, healthy relationships, when to walk away, when to stay. And Steve is being inappropriate. Bill says, kinda means beautiful girl. I like that. Debbie says, I think it's just going through this with my son. Oh, yeah, you've been having a lot of issues with your son. Any update on him? And Heavenly says, I'm going to go play Dandy's World on Roblox. Okay, well, thank you for double checking in with me. I appreciate that. You were here earlier. And go have some fun. Go have some fun. And so I was negative 3 weeks from getting married. So I've never been married. And thank you for the love. What's cooking tonight? Well, nothing's cooking. I'm in the kitchen at my friend's house. So we're just opening up the topic of whatever you guys would like to talk about. I usually talk about narcissists. We can do that. Or I pick the topic about friends. Like, how do we know what a true friend is? And so in the middle of it, I had a friend trying to ask for my help. So I ended up going there. Because there's times that, you know, the empathy thing is really confusing with the boundaries and taking care of ourselves and not being narcissistic, but also being true to ourselves. And that's really been weighing heavy on my mind. Mike says, someone you can trust with your life. I need that. That would be nice. And so why is it my fault, Steve? How do you dress like that and expect me not to think inappropriate thoughts? It's a tank top and pants. I feel like a ballerina though today. I don't know why. I'm just wearing standard clothes. Ooh, where is the Mud City? Is it the Mud City because of the hurricane, or is that the name? Steve, you're so silly. What dishes can I make? I do, Debbie, perfect timing. Debbie's been sending me some different recipes. I was going to do some cooking today, but do I date basketball players? I don't know, maybe. Maybe. I'm 6'1", so it'd be nice. And you're hungry. I know I'm in the kitchen, but it's not my house. I'm babysitting. How about volleyball players? I wish, to be honest with you, I wish I knew I liked volleyball. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. So, Steve, you're responsible for your own thoughts. So Stephen, Stephen, is that the Stephen I know? Is that the Stephen I know? You're making our names look bad. And Steve is apologizing. That's true, yeah. You gotta represent. Yeah. But, yeah, I haven't really dated that many people. I've been in long-term relationships, but when you're dealing with a narcissist or somebody who lies to you, future fakes, or just, you know, I don't know, they do a number on you, and when you try to communicate with them, it actually makes it worse. I haven't really dated that many people, so it's hard to answer that, Steve, asking if I date short people. But pretty much everybody's short compared to me. Not everybody, but I am 6'1". Like, there's not that many people that are as tall as me. So, thank you. Is it Kais? Kisei? Kais? I appreciate the compliment. So, I'm lying about what? Tell me what I'm lying about, Steve. And Jared says, hello from Washington. You're 6'4". I love that. Friends are always there for the good and the bad. Exactly. So I am here at 11:10 at night. And where we live, the hospital is way understaffed, and there's also COVID going around here, so I have a feeling it's going to be a long night. And hello from Jamaica. I love hearing that. And Mark, what's a broken heart for? And thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. David is here. What am I lying about? go. So, thank you for the follows. You guys are great with the support. So you want me to pick a gift? Go ahead and give me a rose. I'm not super selfish. Go ahead and give me a rose. And Joe is here. And Ty, hello. I see you saying hi. Let me see your name. What is it, Jorero? Joe. Joe Roberts, nice to have you. And how am I doing? I am doing good. It's just a Saturday night. I did get to go out on the boat today with friends, not my boat, but I live on a lake and they asked me if I wanted to go around. So I was like, yeah, I'll take a break. LOL. I know. That was kind of messed up. Yeah, because I have the camera a little bit lower than normal, so it's like way down there, different angle. I am not lying. Thank you. You guys are great with the likes tonight. I appreciate that. Maybe I'll sit in the kitchen more often. It says to encourage your viewers to share your live and invite more friends. And Gage is here. Nice to have you, Gage. Why am I brushing my hair? Well, I had said that I'm trying to let it grow. Oh, you did give me, you just got the #1 badge, Mr. Wonderful. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Why am I brushing my hair? Because you'll do my hair for me? Thank you, David. Because it is nice and silky when I do that, and I haven't done that in forever because I've been so busy. So since I'm doing live, you see all these people doing the get ready with me type things, and I'm like, you know what? I can brush my hair. So we'll see if it makes it shinier as the months go by. It says Barry says your beauty is rare, like a black diamond, and you must be what God had in mind when he created beauty. You're so sweet. That's very poetic, too. Thank you. Trevor is here, and him. Nick, which pronouns him? And is it Jeanette? Jared. I got a crack right where it pops up. You are very beautiful, Mr. Roy. Will find you when you least expect it. Guaranteed. I'm going to hold you to that, Jared. And yeah, that's the thing. When you try to look for it, it's a little bit too forced. Let me plug this in before I thought I had it plugged in. There we go. Please charge my battery. Why isn't it charging? Hold on, guys. Because I have to plug this in. I might have to turn the light off for a second. What is this connected? My light might go out. I only have so many cords. All right, so we have this. I can plug this over here. Look at this nice adapter I got. These are fantastic. Ron says, she back with the manging. Exactly. So does that turn my light back on? I can't pretty see. This is really great, though. I got this at Temu, because so many things are that adapter thing. I don't like those. The cords are so short. That's another reason why I'm sitting on the floor. But yeah, Jared, that would be nice. And him, hey. So, Run, thank you for joining me again. Run was in my live earlier when I got the phone call to come save the day. That we were talking about friends, we were talking about narcissists, we were talking about the paranormal. And that one show I was talking about where, sometimes people think that you're crazy. I was also watching, what's his name, Danish. And he has some good information. Sometimes I don't know. I think he takes things a little too far sometimes. That's just my opinion. But he was talking about the demon faces of, have you guys ever heard demon face syndrome? And we talked about that before, and people started talking about like the shadow figures and all these kind of things. So today was a very paranormal type thing, and something fell in my kitchen, and but I don't know. What do you guys think? You think there's something out there? Because on that television show, they were talking about how that guy was possessed, and they did like a priest or preacher was doing an exorcism on him, and it was interesting. I did go to I always forget the word of it. deliverance thing before. Have you guys ever been to there? Jared says, off to work. Have a great night. Stay golden. I'll stay golden. You too. Jared, thanks for popping in. Have a fantastic time at work. And we got Voyager, Miles, and just another Saturday night. So yesterday I did go to one of our tutors just turned 21. So been doing the little friend thing, supporting people, and there's times that people back out of things, and that can be kind of hurtful to people. And then also over time, if you don't take people up on their invitations, you might not keep being invited. So when we deal with the depression that goes along with narcissistic relationships and the end of them, that you go through a depression, but you don't want to destroy your whole life in the process of the healing. And there is something definitely with the energy that goes on. And look at all that love. I love that. You guys are so sweet. Dave is here, and we've got lots of people. So are you guys still struggling in the rumination stage? I know that can last for years. A lot of us are searching for information, and that's the hardest part to accept, is that we are never going to get all the information that we need, because it's based on the lives. Ron says, I've seen shadow figures and many odd stuff. Plates explode, cups move. Ooh, where were you? Because I think there's something to it. I've had a couple experiences too, and you feel certain things or see or hear, and it's not in every place. And that's why I did that rice experiment. What's up, beautiful? Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate you. And just kind of chit chat, and we're talking about the paranormal and the energies. I really want to talk about the energies. Where do I live? I am in Michigan. It's still a little bit nice out here, but that's why I did that rice experiment, because like right here, this is a house of love. It's not my house, but I know the people, and it's comfortable here. But have you guys ever been somewhere where it just has like a creepy, eerie feeling, almost like you can feel evil in there? Some cities have it. Some cities freak me out. But you're in Texas. Lucky. So how's the weather in Texas? How is the weather in Texas? Texas, we were just talking about Texas last night, and I teach English as a second language. You guys are not a WIDA state. So you have different. I am not married. Ron says, you've seen stuff in my old home and at a house I was invited to check out, and the plates floated. Reason I believe in God and the paranormal more so. Ron says, I've seen shadow figures. And that's kind of how I started believing in God, is you saw the evil. And it's kind of like, oh, there's more to this. Hola, Katira Bella. I don't know what Katira is. I know what Bella is. It is Cesar. I know Ola is Spanish, but is that also Italian? Because I don't know if it's also Italian, but I know it's Spanish. The weather is great right now. That is good. Yeah, right now it's perfect here. I saw Bill popping in. Do I have kids? I have a grown child. I have a grown daughter. And she is amazing. Thank you, Cesar, for the compliments. Hello from New York. I am here in Michigan, Ben. And can I cut your hair for you? I have been to cosmetology school. I really did girl cuts. I don't really know that much about guy cuts. But that tutor where we just had that 21st birthday for, he's a barber as well as a tutor. And Ben says just got done with rehearsal tonight. What type of rehearsal? I want to get back into acting. I would love to do that, do some community theater. I know, because Ron, there's times that we can't explain it other than there must be something more to it. Elf, Ben, where are you doing that? That would be cool. When do you go live? I'm assuming it's just kind of, can't you bring me on? I'd be a good 6-foot elf. But yeah, I've had, what do you think about things that have been misplaced and then all of a sudden they show up? Like that is kind of like, did I overlook it? Like I know I didn't overlook it, but maybe I've had that happen. But I've never really seen things float, but others have. That would freak me out. Ron says, yeah, I'm Buddy the Elf. That is cool. Give me a free ticket and I'll come. Lucky says, I'm shot, sweetie. You look tall. Short? Yeah, I'm 6'1". And Rich says, wow, absolutely beautiful. Hello from Florida. How are you doing in Florida? Thank you for the follow. The eyes, the glasses, I might be in love. Thank you, Roger. Roger that. And Ben says, my neighbor is Jovi. Jovi as in, wow. And we have a kiss scene. Uh-oh. Great smile. Thank you. I appreciate that. You guys are great with the compliments. So the paranormal, and demonic possession. We've talked about like the demon eyes and the narcissist. There's so many people that say it, that they have seen it. And we got Rich just south of Tampa. I did we. Ben, yeah. Cody is here. And so what does it say? It's cut. Hi, am I strong physically? I'm kind of struggling right now, to be honest. I am strong, but got something going on with like my adrenal glands or something. So I've been exhausted, but I think, for my age and everything, pretty strong, pretty strong. Depends if you're drinking. There you go. Not drinking. And then you've seen stuff. Is that what you're saying? The bad gamer, how are you? Try to stay healthy and fit, There we go. Look at the muscles. We're good. So, do I look strong or do I look weak? Tell me what I look like. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Is that Chinese? Ni hao. I don't know. Or Hajime Mashite. What do I say? Or, stick. Very strong. Oh, good. I hold my own. It's nice having long arms because I can reach around and hold on to things that a lot of people can't. So I've been able to pick up like some pretty heavy, big, long TVs. And part of it is leverage. So as far as push-ups, no, I am not good with push-ups. But carrying things, it's a weird kind of strong. So what is it? What did you say to me? I'm not sure if that's Chinese. I know Ren. Do Ren. I know how to read that. She. Because that could be Japanese. I don't know. I got the bad gamer. I went to China for 5 weeks. So I studied like crazy trying to learn Chinese. And Petey says, I know a girl that could lift a washer by herself. I haven't tried. I'm not sure if I could do the full washer, but pretty close if I couldn't. John says, just standing running in place is good for you. It defines your whole body. I need to start doing my tap time again, where I would do tap dancing. That's what I love. We're supposed to start ballroom dancing on Tuesday. But yeah, running in place is good, but I love dancing. Ron says, in masonry magic is talked about, if that's a clue. I don't know. Masonry magic. Tell me what you mean. People can manifest things. I agree with that. And this is the thing is, there are things that we can have power over. And, is it really us being like our own God, controlling our own destiny? Or are we like, there's self-fulfilling prophecy and things like that. So our mind is a powerful thing. And it's interesting that, yeah, you can manifest things. So Petey says, my guess is you can. I see strength a mile away because I like it. Well, good. So manifesting, I know, because, you know, being your own God is not a good thing. You want to follow God, but the things that we can manifest, it's that energy. And when you change your energy, you bring in a different vibration to you. So it is kind of control. It will bring a lot of things your way. Ron says you have to be aware and careful because you can communicate with things dark and things good. And that's a good point. Yeah, we have to be careful what you wish for because we can bring in Jason, goddess. When are you coming to see me, Jason? Jason's my buddy. How you doing? Are you still in Florida? Are you surviving? Oil up. Is sometimes strength, mind over matter. And I've been, and I talk about like the spiritual aspect where sometimes God is trying to bring us closer or testing our faith. And when he does that, it's to strengthen our faith. And I'm going through that right now, is the strengthening of the faith. And it's actually helping. It does take away your anxiety. And when you take away your anxiety, the things that will happen more naturally, and you're going to change the way that you talk, the way you act. And that's why like low self-esteem can destroy a relationship. I was watching a video too about, you know, in the beginning, like the relationship's really good, and then when you start having like self-esteem issues, narcissists will bring that out in you, that you start to try too much, and when you try too much, it's taken advantage of, and this whole cycle that starts happening. Jason says, I'm in Georgia, but currently, you're not that far away, you're in Indiana. Oh my goodness, Jason, you're not that far away. I'd love to catch up with you. Mike says, is his test multiple questions? Number 2 or number 1 pencil? Of course, number 2. It can be. There can be more than one test. So Jason says, I reached the basket today. You did? PD says, what would you say is the heaviest thing you've ever lifted? What could I lift now, or what's the heaviest thing? Probably an old-fashioned TV. Super heavy. Like unbearably heavy. Where not even guys could lift it. I used to be able, in high school, I could bench 150. Now it's nowhere near that. Nowhere near that. Ooh, Run's asking about astral projection, remote viewing, telepathy, psychics, seers, prophetic. What are seers? I don't know what seers are. But yeah, I can't do anywhere near that now. But strong legs. I can't remember what I used to press with my legs. So that was back then. Yeah. So I used to be stronger than I am now, but I can still, like the things, like when I was moving, definitely carrying some heavy things. And astral projection, I would not mess with that. If you ever had the opportunity to do that, do not mess with that. I don't know for sure if it's legit. I knew somebody who said that they did it all the time, and there's supposed to be like this string, but if that cord gets cut, and I don't know what's out there. Wait, what are we talking about? Anything. So I have 2 platforms open right now, so I'm chit-chatting with all you guys, and they talked about astral projection, which is where you let your soul like leave your body and do whatever, but there's like this cord. So I've never experienced it. I have experienced some paranormal stuff, but I feel there's something out there. There's like a spiritual warfare going on. And, you know, since my channel was about narcissists, and people talk about that, you know, oh, I'm babysitting. It's okay, Eli. Hold on, guys. Hey, Eli. What's going on, honey? It's Miss Shore. Are you okay? think he's having a bad dream. So I got the door open listening for him. So thank you for the follow. Like I said, I'm babysitting. My friend had to go to the emergency room, so I'm going to listen for him. He seems like he's still asleep. You're from Ohio. Bigfoot is real. Uh-oh, are you sure? How do you know? Is that me? Actually, for my height, my feet aren't all that big. I've got to be a little quieter, I think, so I don't wake him up. I think I still hear him. So in Ohio, have you ever seen Bigfoot? I do a class on Bigfoot and also the Loch Ness Monster. Seers, a person who is supposed to be able, through supernatural insight, to see what the future holds. Is that like a medium? Something like that? And what is his name? No or Noe? No way? No way. I don't know how to say it. No? Good to have you. Mwah. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. Sasquatch is joining. There you go. Bigfoot is real. That is really cute to talk to the kids where when I'm teaching. Am I from Florida? I was in Florida for a little bit. I don't know if you recognize me. I've been in Tampa and Cape Canaveral. I used to teach in Rockledge. I do a class on Bigfoot. I'm a teacher. I teach English as a second language at the high school, but I also work throughout school, my own business, Wonder Warriors, and I taught like everything. You can teach whatever you want. And so I did a Loch Ness Monster and decided to do a Bigfoot class too. Gifts and videos where I'm like, oh my gosh, look. And it's so fake, but the kids are like, oh my gosh. We do like research to see if he's real. You read attention. I need attention from men. So sad. How so? How so? Just because I'm talking? This is open to men and women. So. But you wanted my attention, so you said something. And thank you for liking the live. I appreciate that. Why am I on here? I have a channel that deals with mental illness and narcissistic abuse. So my channel really does deal with toxic relationships. It's a partial tear of some. Okay, so I'm babysitting right now, and the mother just updated me. She's got a tear. Where is it? Down here? He's still crying. So I am on here to, so thank you, Slicky. Yeah, this deals with mental illness and toxic relationships and how to heal. So I do live chats so we can talk about whatever. I passed the test good. And I'm going to go check on him. So I'm going to let this run. I just checked on him and he was still sleeping. Hold on a second. Very nice hair, looks nice. Thank you, Matthew. I'm not leaving you guys. I'll be right back. What's up, honey? It's Miss Shirley. The kid's still asleep. His parents are actually going through a divorce right now, so a nightmare would make sense. So I'm just kind of listening. Debbie says, is the oven door open? Oh, that's their dishwasher. This isn't my house, but probably just to let her know it's dirty dishes or something, I don't know. Ron says, it's like tarot reader, but no cards are required. It's like being prophetic in the Bible. Interesting. And Eugene says, hello. Oh, hide the baby oil? Very nice. Is there baby oil out? This isn't my house. So there could be. Paul is here. So thank you for letting me cast the vibe check. I appreciate that. And good evening to you too. Debbie says, I know it's not your house. Yeah. So right there, that's where the oven is. And then that's the dishwasher. You get me to do my exercises, is that the trick? So, yeah, I think it's just so she knows it's dirty dishes. So, Paul, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. And I think he's gone back to sleep. He's all bunched up, sleeping the wrong way. And I think he's just trying to get comfortable. So, hopefully he stays asleep. So I have a feeling she'll be home fairly soon. Maybe she'll say hi to you. I don't know if she's being released. She might be being released, probably. So, um, but yeah, we were talking about we're not supposed to know the future. And how do you guys feel about that? How do you feel if you were to know, like when you would, uh, or when other people would, or who you're supposed to marry, all these kind of things would change things. I think part of life is experiencing it and the ups and downs. It helps us appreciate. Sometimes sadness lets us appreciate things, and sometimes the things we've gone through give us a different perspective to try better. Steve says, I bought a girl expensive dinners and a Blu-ray player. Does that make me narcissistic? Unfortunately, sometimes it's seen as love bombing, and that's where it gets crazy because, it depends on your intention. Is your intention just to share a dinner with her? Sometimes we might want to impress a little too much because we don't rely on just being ourselves. Or that could just be who you are. I don't know your finances, if it's within your finances and you're like, I care about this girl and I want to treat her nice. So that alone, no. Did she call you a narcissist? Because you got to be careful on that, because sometimes people are like, they were nice to me. They're a narcissist. And it's like, no, they were nice. And I get a little worried sometimes too to give somebody a gift, because people are kind of on that hyper vigilant. But I'm curious if you had a woman call you that, because that alone, no, not at all. I'm hungry. Ron says, actually in the Bible it states if you knew every part of God's plan, you'd lose your mind. Does it say why? Does it say you'd lose your mind? Well, you'd lose your. That's interesting. And thank you for the follow. Yeah, if we have where we don't feel like we have some control of our lives, if I'm just told I have to do whatever job and I don't want to, but it's in God's plan, sometimes you have to go through certain trials and tribulations to desire a certain thing. And sometimes we're scared of certain things, that, I've been in car accidents, I've caught on fire. If they're like, okay, this is the day you're going to catch on fire. Happy birthday, go ahead, walk up to the barbecue now. That would probably cause extreme anxiety, and traumas can cause brain damage. So Steve says, I feel like offering gifts should give gifts in return. I feel like offering gifts should give gifts in return. Please reword that for me. Please reword that for me. Because I don't know, offering gifts, are you saying both people should give gifts and and we'll talk about that. Hello. Run says, Seers are only allowed to see events up to a certain point in advance. Too much information, basically. Imagine it like reading everyone's mind at once. Millions of voices or images all at once. It would drive you crazy if you could read everybody's mind. And sometimes it's good that you can't read everybody's minds. I know it's good. Sometimes I'm like, oh, like, what are you wearing? And like, I still love the person. I'm not going to hurt their feelings. But sometimes those thoughts will cross your mind. And some thoughts, we don't always have perfect thoughts. Or we're just like, what are you doing? And it's just something different that we wouldn't necessarily do. But we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And Fred, it's not Dollar General, it's Dollar Tree. Steve says you got, yeah, at my 5th birthday party when I was 5 years old, July 26, 1975. My first gift. Oh, Jason, you are so sweet. Aw, I appreciate that. Lots of love, Jason. He has a special place in my heart. You need to drive up to Michigan. Thanks, Jason. So yeah, oh my gosh, I didn't expect that. Oh, Jason. But yeah, at my birthday party, my parents were really strict on having potato chips. We could only have potato chips if we ate outside. So me being a little con artist, I wanted potato chips, and so I told them I wanted a picnic for my birthday. And I didn't care what we had. I thought we'd have like peanut butter and jelly. It didn't matter as long as we had potato chips. So my parents, for a birthday party, they wanted to do it right. So they had a barbecue, and they started using like the charcoal wouldn't light. So they started using like a whole thing of lighter fluid, and it still wouldn't light, and still wouldn't light, and still wouldn't light, and eventually it just exploded. It's like a propane, but also with the lighter fluid, and it just exploded. I was burnt 55% of my body. You can't really see, but like right here on my arm, I don't know, can you see that? I don't know, and all up and down here. I look a lot better. So Fred, Fred loves giving me a hard time. It's all right, I can take it. Rich is here. Ron says, you become overwhelmed, so you only get sniblets. Some seers get more downloads than others. Third eye, pineal, and all that jazz. Yeah, they talk about the third eye. I should probably study more on the third eye. Was it right here or something? They're only allowed to see events up to a certain point. And yeah, it's sometimes you think it would be great to know what the future holds, but then you would feel, I don't know, it would probably take away some of your desire for growth. And thank you for the follow, Steve. I appreciate that. Hello, Outlaw. So Jason, how long are you in town for? How long is my buddy Jason in town for? Okay, the boy's back asleep. He's nice and quiet now. So that's good. And Debbie, are you still here? I am doing good, Outlaw. How are you tonight? Ron says some are highly in tune, so they see more and they have multiple senses. Some do not, but some do not. Bible says they will have gifts. Touch not my anointed. Jason's going back probably Monday. Oh my goodness. Are you driving or flying? Because I wonder if the hurricane's gonna affect the flight or even the drive. And I love the social media where we can keep in contact with people. Jason, how long has it been since I've seen you? It's been too long. Like 7 years since I've seen you. Jason says, darling, it'll be an adventure. It will be. Oh, driving will be an adventure. I got a crack right there. Driving. You don't want to call me darling, you just want to say driving. Driving, okay. About 7-ish. Yeah, trying to remember. That's a nice long drive. I did that from Kokomo last April over spring break. I went from Kokomo down to Florida, Fort Myers area. So yeah, it's been like 7 years almost. Oh my goodness. Got lots to catch up on. So Debbie, we're talking about your son. Have you had an update about him? Because there are, oh, Jason, I don't know if you can still see it, but my hair, I went swimming and it stained green. So it's kind of faded back, but it's still almost a 9-hour drive. That sucks, but yeah, I don't know. The older I get, the more burnt out I am. Because when I go from Michigan down to Nashville, Tennessee, it's about 8.5 hours. And I did it once where I wasn't feeling too good, and it took me like 36 hours because I kept taking naps. I was really sick. And I went for like an hour and a half, and then I took a nap, And that was like a 9 hour nap. So I thought I was good. And then 2 hours later, had to take another nap. Turned out to be a 4 hour nap. And it was just like 36 hours to get home. And I had my dog with me, and she wanted to get back in the car. We just took, because I thought it'd be like a 20 to 40 minute nap. And it turned out hours upon hours. Ron says it's not being fun. It's not fun being a natural seer. Is it seer? Because you have to learn to shut it off. Otherwise, you're going to be hypersensitive to everyone else's spirits and thoughts, and it's exhausting. Are you a seer? And Debbie says, no updates. That's hard. That is hard. Jason says that hair is gorgeous. 36 hours is a long time. I know, for what should have been like an 8-9 hour drive. Took me forever. So thank you. It's a little bit longer since I saw you. I just saw, I was in hardcore pawn, and my friend from Kokomo just reached out and asked to see it. So if you guys want to see me on TV, it's Karen's Big Idea, hardcore pawn. But that was what, like 10 years ago, and it's this much longer than, I don't know, not that much longer. My hair grows so slow, but I trimmed it a couple times in between then though. So he starts a new job on Monday. Is he going to show up? Is he going to show up? Some people that struggle with addiction, you know, anytime they get like a break, that they can destroy it. And what you're wearing? I am just wearing pants and a tank top. They're actually long enough. I'm so excited. They're actually long enough. And they used to be all like scrunched up. That was the style. They had like elastic. So I had to take the elastic out to make them long enough. That's my trick. And I had it in high school. What saved me is they had that style where it was like folded up like that. And so I would clip right here and unroll it, and they were long enough. It's really hard for me to find. Even buying tall pants are too short on me. A 360. When I reach my goal, if I reach my goal, I will stand up and do a 360. How's that? That's the deal. It's only $5. And Jason was really sweet. Jason already gave me a gift, so I'll do a 360 then. That's the deal. So, is he looking forward to the job? So hopefully he's just, you know, maybe enjoying the weekend and can control himself a little bit. At least he's trying to get a job. Hopefully he sticks to it and follows through on that. I know there are people that you got to be careful for, you know, there's a difference between helping someone and enabling someone. But Joseph is here, got a lot of people. Jerky bell. A crane operator. Uh-oh, didn't he have to go through a drug test? I don't know. Do crane operators have to go through a drug test? They seem to be easing up on drug tests. It used to be pretty much like a lot of companies would do that. I even had like an insurance job where they checked my credit. And even teachers though, like Detroit public schools, you still have to go through, and it doesn't matter if you're medical, they won't accept you. But they're starting to really relax on even teachers because part of it is because it's legal now. But Steve says, I'm trying to get back to God. I got to get out of this rut. What do you recommend? Steve, it's worth it. It is worth it. And I'm glad you brought that up. Because getting back to God, like a lot of the things that we have gone through is to bring us back to God, to where we realize like this is not working the way that I'm doing it. And I know I would go to church. Sometimes church would be painful to where you are so angry. You're so angry at God. Like, why did this have to fall apart? Or why is this happening to me? And it's you know, I take it as, you know, find peace. And the fact that you went through what you went through is because you're a chosen one, that God wants to guide you. And when we try to do things our own way or out of order or not following what we're supposed to, that a lot of things go bad. And Debbie says, pray, 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 and read your Bible. Alberto says, you okay? Just moving around. I'm okay. How are you tonight, Alberto? Steve said, Big Struggle says you're amazing. Well, thank you. And like I said, I'm being tested on my faith, and I have to remain faithful. And it is going the way I hope for it to go because I'm being faithful. It's not in my time. And I even had confirmation earlier today that if I just remain faithful and let it play out, that it will be okay. And it hasn't felt like that in 3.5 years, that there are ups and downs, but every time I have faith, it's projecting itself the the right way. So there's a desire that you have. Can I ask you what is holding you back? What when you say that you're in a rut, are you just kind of in that paralysis where it's like, I just don't have the energy to read the Bible or to go to church, or what is it that is keeping you in the rut? Um, because was it you that was asking about the gifts? Did you just break up with somebody? And whoever that was, I think it was you. Um, yeah, so I'm curious on the gifts and stuff. Um, we don't want to try too hard. Oh, you're struggling with alcohol. Okay. Um, Alcohol can destroy your life. It can destroy your perceptions, your health, and your energy too. So I don't know how deep into alcohol you are, that sometimes your body will like kind of need it. It can actually be very dangerous during the time to um, wean yourself off of it. So you might need some medical intervention. I have a person that used to live right next door to me. They're currently in a rehabilitation center. So you might want to check if that's a route. If it's just like a personal struggle, it's just easier to drink, it just passes the time, that it really takes willpower. And, you got to have people on board with you where, you're going to ask them, like, don't drink around me, or you're going to have to avoid certain situations for a while. And so, Albert, I'm cool, thank you. Uh, we have to get to the root of, why am I drinking? Why am I drinking? Am I bored? Am I angry? Am I trying to mask the pain? Because until we get to that, if you're bored, that's a lot easier to fix. Just go do something fun. Or are you nervous? That some people drink to be more sociable, to where maybe we got to build up our self-esteem. And it is worth getting back to God. And even God says, don't be drunk with wine, or whatever his exact words are, but you're not supposed to be drunk. It's okay to drink a little bit. But if you struggle with it, I wouldn't even dabble with it. So Debbie says, seeing an alcohol therapist, I meant blat drug. I don't know. So yeah, you don't want to be drunk. You don't want to be a drunkard. It distorts your thinking. It destroys relationships. Was that one of the problems with your relationship? Because that can tear families apart. Plus, it's expensive and not good for your health. Ron says, in my case, it's the gift that drives them to go after me. Cults and Satan know they're gifted. They love to knock those people down if they can't control them. There's a thing with bloodlines and whatnot. And Debbie is saying to see a drug therapist, alcohol and drug. There are peers that can help you who have overcome. They can give you some insight, but be careful that, I know a lot of times at Alcohol Anonymous, you got to be real careful that you are committed to it, because there are times at AA that people, when they start talking about it too much, that they're like starting to fiend for it, or they go out for drinks afterwards. Like, that was a really good meeting. Let's go have a beer. So you might want to have like a one-on-one with someone. I have, if you look at my YouTube channel, a soul survivor dash Cynthia, I have a lot of free. Hi, honey. Hold on, guys. What's up, honey? It's Miss Schultz. I don't know, he's having a rough night tonight. I'm debating, he's like 2.5, almost 3 years old. He might just need a more comfortable pull-up. He's still crying, guys. Like I said, his parents are going through a divorce, so I'm not sure if he's just having a nightmare. He's still asleep, though. And he's not my kid, so I don't know how normal this is for him. Oh, it just shut down. Why did it shut down? They'd take all my... My phone's like overheating. It's gonna charge. I'll have to log back in. Yeah, I think I'm gonna log off, guys. So I don't know. I could stay on for a little bit. I don't want to go yet. You guys have been great. Yeah, I gotta log off. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining. And sorry, he needs some attention, so I'm gonna snuggle with him. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you guys soon.